Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another series here for Wrath of the Gods, the $15,000 Age of Mythology event series, sponsored by Microsoft, Boyd, as well as myself and Iron Maiden. So we're all here casting today, but I'm alone in this one. In the blue color, we have got Kimo playing as Ra. His opponent on the other side playing as Zeus. This is ForevertillDawn. It's gonna be a best of 3 here, and today's event is the second qualifier for the entire thing. So $1,000 today, but the total thing is 15K. Well, that's an unfortunate placement of the monument, Kimo, to say the very least. My goodness. The granary is not hit. The monument should have been here. Then it hits both buildings, but now it doesn't reach the granary. Oh no. Kimo. I think he just woke up. This is his first game of the day. It's excusable. We've also got this straggler tree over there, working with the storehouse at the same time. ForevertillDawn getting a nice little bonus for himself there. Also, good job with the herding off the animals so that they're all close to the granary. Villagers don't have to walk around much. Right, the temple is about to complete, and we should be seeing a relatively early Zeus advance at maybe 4 minutes, maybe a 3:45, depending on how he does this. We got out the early hero, surprisingly, so I guess he wants to chase down the priest. Let's see if he can do so. Greek hero is quite a bit faster. You can also just pick up relics, of course. That's perfectly fine here. Which, speaking of, we've got the Scarab Pendant that will help siege weapons get a little bit more crush damage. We got the Arrows of Heracles, which will increase line of sight as well. Oh, sorry. No. This is for heroes and ranged units, getting more ranged damage. Then we've got Nose of the Sphinx, more hit points for buildings, and the Titan's Treasure for discounts on age advances. Now, actually, Kimo gets to advance first because of that hero, and actually the villager transition being a little bit too early. Athena is coming in, so this will be like a 4:30 advance. It's pretty slow in Retold. But he does pick up the Arrows of Heracles. And then Kimo going through Ptah. No big surprise there. I was prepping up the whole situation that you can get done with Bust and Eclipse and maybe even Avenger raids in the later game, but that's not going to be the direction for this one. Shifting Sands does help you get out of very bad situations with your villagers, with your army, whatever. Or you can just get on top of enemy villagers when they're mining outside. With the larger army of Vajets, for example, that would be pretty good. He's going for the double barracks right away. And potentially a 111 once he makes his initial few Vajets. We do have the double monument so far. And this time around, the Fairhog does get to empower everything with the original monument over there. Villagers do move on to the berries. There will be faster gather rates, as that's one of the raw bonuses now. It's almost as good as Hunt. No, it's better because they don't move anywhere. Don't have to spend time killing. A Greek player will be going for chickens, turkeys, which is fine. It's safe at least, right? The Scarab Pendant will be the next relic, but not sure why we're moving up to the Nose of the Sphinx. Maybe he wants to exchange that. But do you really want to give better siege weapons to Egypt? They're already really good. I think you're happy with that one. Just take it. A settlement is coming up, and there's no line of sight on this location, except through the obelisk, but it can see quite far away enough. Maybe if the priest had empowered it, it would have been just within line of sight, but not gonna happen here. So yeah, ForevertillDawn has his second TC up and running, and he'll be safe in doing so. You got another widget coming out. This will be now number 4. You really want to be careful not to run into the heroes, because they will be taking these guys down very easily. So that's definitely a risk. So much empowering. All these houses that get made are gonna be working pretty quickly as well. A bunch of spearmen to deal with the cavalry, got some axemen to deal with potential infantry. For now, I think if you just make spearmen, it's fine. They're a little bit better against the villagers and the heroes. Now later you can just add in the axemen once needed. So much poison stacking on Heracles here. Very, very nasty with these widgets. As long as they're not overextending, they'll be able to do quite a bit of damage. TC will be shooting back pretty hard though. They don't have that much pierce armor. The villagers should be dead there. Garrison can't save you against damage over time. Military Academy being destroyed now. No hoplites for you, Funk Star. Moving on to the outer gold mine, and that will allow the gold miners at home to just swap over to the berries, as well as the chicken people have moved on. Kimo is just triple pumping from his buildings. We still don't see upgraded slingers, so something like electrum bullets will be coming much later. Right now, it's the numbers that matter more. Now, he's sure got the numbers. 90 population to 53. The gold star is all but guaranteed. All he needs to do is get after this wall. There's not a lot of Greek units here to defend. Certainly can take it on. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh boy. Oh boy, 4 villagers caught immediately. There goes the villager advantage of our Greek player. 5 villagers plus the earlier kill as well. This pretty much does it. Can't pay for the town center if you have the wall, if your villagers are idle, if they're dying. None of this is making any income right now. That's painful. Wall will be broken through by the time these guys get there, and that it's a full army. Should be pretty easy for the slingers as well to take out the Toxotes. There's really few of them. Villagers somehow snuck out and got another gold mine. Don't know how that happened. But yeah, this is very dominating performance so far from Kimo. If he can keep it up, if he can catch those villagers out there. I'm not sure how you defend against that. They're really caught out there. There's nowhere to retreat. The spears will be surrounding the villagers as well. There's no way out. Oh my god, what a huge raid. Villagers now reacting. It's a little late. And they will be going down. All of them. That is a Kimo villager advantage now. And he's pressing further into the base. My god. Another villager kill comes through. There's a second Minotaur. Had there been a handful more, that would have been nice. Oh, we got restoration, we've got bolt. It's as good as this is gonna get. Heroes getting on top of the widgets now. But this is still a trade for Kimo. He will be taking out all the Minotaurs. He is taking out the cavalry. And his spearmen are raiding in the back, by the way, as this is going on over there. So, this is not his entire army. This is even his full power. Toxotes gets picked off, leaving Forever Till Dawn with precious little units. Now the spears are going on the villagers. This is over, ladies and gentlemen. Kimo wins the game rather quickly there. Just winning every category with pure spam. Not much else to add. Killed so many villagers. Welcome everybody to Ghost Lake. We are going fast forward to catch up with the players here, as I forgot to put on their delay. Gaia, blue color, Kimo. On the other side, red color, Poseidon. Forever Till Dawn. Already going with the temple, of course. I'm being told the map intros are too loud. Sorry about that, we'll have to take care of it tomorrow. Maybe I can do it in a break. We'll look into it, certainly. Alright, well, we've had the Gaia trees. There's an all-food focus at this point, of course, for Kimo. He himself wants to get up to the next stage as soon as possible. Won't be as fast as a Poseidon player, of course. Especially a Poseidon player that can just lure in the animals to the town center. This one died a little bit too early, but we've already got an Ares advance. It's going to be a 3-minute 30 advance. It's really, really nice. So as long as there's enough food now, there might be a second Cyclops even, but probably not, looking at everything that's going on. Oracle is getting harassed a little bit. That's always very useful to do with your scout against Atlanteans. If you have both the Zeus, then even better to use that and just drastically reduce their early game favor. Oh, you guys probably would want me to swap their sides, right? Yeah, that's better. Now the blue is on the blue side. I wish the game did it by itself. And here's the name panels as well. Okay. Now we're all aligned. Kimo sees all around the map with these oracles, which includes the relics. We've got Archimedes, a ledger for siege, population cost reductions, and he's picked up, Forever Till Dawn has picked up the Hearth of Hestia, Hestia's Hearth, that's reducing villager train time. That's very nice. Then we've got the Kefara of Apollo for villager movement speed increases. The Task of the Iron Board for Cavalry. Okay, this is a super nice map here for our Poseidon player. You definitely want that relic. The Cyclops will be going after the Citizen and immediately getting a pickup there. Should be able to throw it at the others. Tossing this away, but there's 2 hero citizens, remember? The starting ones. And then the Caladrier comes in, and this is going to be a full hold as the villager goes back to full health and the Cyclops is staying at low health. No military buildings seen for Kimo whatsoever anywhere. What is going on? He's getting like tower upgrades. No units. What? Cavalry and infantry is being made by our Poseidon player, as I expected. Heavily committing to this stuff. Kimo now relying on Lush's healing, except this temple is not on Lush. It won't be able to heal, regenerate up. Huh. Okay, finally we've got the counter barracks and the military barracks coming up for Kimo. So he will be pumping units to hold back the tide. Should be no huge issue, but the second town center for a Greek player behind us already being grabbed. Of course, Kimo can see it, so he can start thinking about the TC himself once he makes a few units. Just enough to hold this back. There never was a pestilence used, so I'm not sure what the plan with that is. But it might be just that Forever Till Dawn will be gathering favor for the longest time and eventually will make a whole lot of Cyclops. As far as the goats go, by the way, Really good job here, I think, with 14 golds. Kimo didn't get that many. You really have to focus on the middle for this, and the Greek scout is just a little bit better with that. 8 golds here. The animals are now getting attracted slowly to the lure. Even a goat gets found. That'll be great in the long run. 300 food per each of these. But here come the Murmillo and the Catapeltes. What kind of economic upgrades do we have for Kimo? Looks like we've got hand axe, pickaxe, husbandry. But nothing else just yet. So he's not using Gaia's advantages just yet. He will be getting to it, I'm sure. A decent raid if the villagers don't react. They will be reacting, of course. Might be able to pick off a Caladria there. Oh, the dodges are good, but not that good. Villagers getting slightly bullied by the Carnivora. The Cyclops comes in to slap it. I don't think this will be able to destroy the lure. And it goes down. Cyclops gets slapped by the Murmillo hero. There's overall not too many defenders here for our Greek player. Would love to see some Toxotes, but Kimo's already going for the heroic age. Oh my god. He really just made a handful of units, and now he's gonna gear up for that cavalry spam. He's already getting the 3rd military barracks, so he'll be at least triple pumping his cav. Just needs a little bit extra gold. Bow of Horror is getting researched. Yeah, Toxotes says not gonna be the way forward here. Our Greek player is very, very caught up trying to make units, but heroic age would be so important. To beat the Contarius, you're really gonna need prodromos. They're the only ones that can keep up with the speed. The hoplites just get run in circles around. Rough situation to be in for sure. I mean, this many villagers on wood, I just don't see our Greek player getting up to heroic anytime soon. If those were on food, that would be a different story. Now, these goats are still fattening. I don't think they have husbandry even. They do have husbandry, so they will be going a little bit faster than otherwise. Right now, going for the goats, I just don't like it. I do think this should be all pumpkin picking and hunting here. Let those guys fatten a bit. One thing Poseidon can do is get this walled off with military buildings. Now, it won't be easy to enter. That's the one thing that's still doable here. That you could just hold the choke points. Well, this table is under threat. Good hold thus far, and the resources are coming in for that heroic age, but needs a little bit more. First Contarius gets picked off easily. That's nice. There'll be a lot more coming, and they're cheap now. I'm pretty sure I've seen that upgrade come through. Poseidon's Secret makes them this cheap. 51 and 34. That is ridiculous. They're cheaper than a hoplite. And of course, Gaia's income is nuts. Thanks to all the upgrades. Alright, Aphrodite is coming in. We've got Phobos' spear as well. Do these hoplites actually have the upgrade? Yes, they do have a divine damage now. It's a huge boon. And the town center itself can do a lot of the fighting for them. But why are these villagers... Oh god. Oh god. The wall off not being complete is definitely a huge issue here for our Poseidon. And there still wasn't any use of Pestilence. Like, it could have slowed this down significantly. Anyway, one thing that is going for our Greek player is that Curse is about to be unlocked. The villagers are not getting pulled away preemptively, which is a problem. But at least most of them do get away from this. Don't think the Quintarius care about this slight arrow fire, however. Curse needs to be used here. That's gonna be a lot of extra pigs for our Greek player. And now the remaining firepower should be enough to do some work, but so many villagers are dying that Kimo has already equalized the civilian population despite being only on one town center. That is ridiculous. The army is mostly Toxotes. It's not particularly scary for him either. Just make more Quintarius and you'll be fine. Verb is the verb. Except it's a noun. Got a bunch of Prodromos out. Now, together with the lion stuns, they should be able to get a lot of work done here. Kimo will have to replenish his army, but he's already done that and he's hitting the other side. There are no Prodromos here, just villagers, and the kitchen knives just aren't gonna cut it against these giant lances. Oh no. Oh no, I think Kimo's running away with this game again. So many villager kills. Yikes. Kimo's up 5 civilian population. And now he's getting a TC as well, so if he can keep doing this, that's gonna be nuts. Is this bird actually killing the hero? No way. Because they do make the heroes bleed, right? And the Caladria is just healing it. Alright, the Caladria is finally dead, now the bird's next. Prodromos do push this away, but I mean, the cost has been so high this whole time. And what? Why did the hero stop attacking? What's happening here? ForevertillDawn is looking for damage, but there's nothing here. I mean, there's this one villager trying to build a TC. But meanwhile, his gold miners get wrecked. Dromos are putting on some admirable work. They're just faster than Quintarius by a tiny little bit. They should be closing in the long run. But if Kimo uses the formation tricks, then he can get away from them more or less. He's gonna get sandwiched. Maybe ForevertillDawn has some tricks up his sleeve. His population is looking rather good right now. Kimo just doesn't seem to have enough people on gold. Where are his dryads as well? I guess the TC will be able to do a lot of work against these units. But Pestilence is finally getting cast on the main base. So no production for Kimo for a while. The Carnivora is getting absolutely bullied. And then the TC should be next, but it might be the army next. As the Prodromos are going off to chase it, the Hoplites will be taking down the town center with their divine damage addition. That's actually pretty good. There's a handful of Catapultis in here, and they're slapping the Prodromos so hard that they don't even remember their own names anymore because they're dead. Well, that's rough. It's a cleanup if I've ever seen one. Just getting out some Catapultis for the Prodromos. Okay. Makes the Quintarius win even harder. Let's see if they can take on the Hoplites. The Hoplites do have some pretty good 25% bonus damage against them. Well, this population count certainly did turn the other way very quickly. Some more pumpkining out here. But there's the hunt right there. Oh my god. Hunting is faster, boys. Go for the hunt if it's right next door. Always go for that hunt. Alright, we've got Weightless Mace coming in as well. It's super cheap. Super cheap at just 100 core resources and 15 favor. It's doable for Atlanteans. It's not a problem at all. You've got oracles from the start of the game, right? So it's like you have Greek praying villagers from the beginning. It's kind of crazy. Good pickup for the Dromos, but they'll need like 10 more of that. So that our Greek players actually ahead. Well, here's the thing. Behind this, Kimo has been busy. He's got carpenters, he's got quarry. He's got survival equipment and irrigation. He only doesn't have flood control at this point. All the upgrades are done. And with 2 TCs, he's been ahead in civilian population for a while. Attacking this TC is very doable indeed. Oh, and of course, the secondary raid is going on as well. Don't know why we're making peltas. That must be a misclick. Lots of villagers are gonna go down to this as well. Holy crap. Kimo is putting on a clinic, but might be losing his front base if that raiding group doesn't come in to help. Maybe his production is enough, to be honest. The Toxolis are starting to shoot the Dryad, and they're getting picked off now. Totally surrounded. Kimo did not need to bring forward the boys. He's just killing more villagers and taking a fourth town center behind this. He's victorious once again. 200 population to 84. And he moves on into round 3 from here on. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.